Hello. Happy holidays. This is Marianne LaCroix. Uh, I am an author of very hot romance. And if this is your first time ever seeing one of my videos, welcome. I don't do that many. I've only started doing this recently, but it's been a lot of fun. I wanted to do a video blog today because I have a new release. Yay! Okay, let me get rid of this now. It's annoying me. Okay, there we go. Okay, I have a new release. Its name is Rosy Cheeks. It's available at Ellora's Cave, www.ellorascave.com. It is part of the Merry Kinkmas series, where all the Christmas stories this year have a kinky element added. Yeah, I mean, Ellora's Cave is pretty hot. And then you add a little more kink to it. It's really hot. It's awesome. I'm really enjoying writing the kink. Much to the stress of my brother. Yeah, he wants me to tone it down, and I'm like toning it up. But I am going to read a little excerpt from Rosy Cheeks in a few minutes. I'm just going to talk for a few minutes. Excuse me for my sniffles. I have a cold. I've had a cold for a few days, probably because I wasn't in a very good mood. I was very depressed, down, part of last week and over the weekend, and I am feeling much better right now, and I am happy. Yes, I am happy. Despite of what everything's going on, I have my daughter broke her wrist this week. We were at a function for the school and she fell, and so I've been dealing with that and trying to be there for her and doing the ER thing and the orthopedic doctor, and she got a cast put on, and luckily they didn't have to reset it. It was just a crack, so that's good. Her cast is pink. It's really bright, and I suggested red because of Christmas coming up, but she said no. She said she would get red next time. She wanted pink. I said, okay. You gotta understand, my daughter is just a pinkaholic. My other daughters are saying that she's getting all the attention. There's a little bit of sibling rivalry going on there, but I think they'll survive. But it's going, now that she's back to school, and I've been dealing with my cold all during that, trying to function, so it's been quite interesting. And other things have been going on, some good, some really good, and some not so good. But I think the good is overweighing the bad right now. I'm very happy. I'm going to read a little bit of Rosy Cheeks. You'll just have to forgive me if I kind of trip over the words a little bit. I've never been much of a public reader. I hated being called on in school to read aloud. I just trip over the words. But as an author, I am going to do it anyway today. Okay. And I couldn't get my printer to work, so I am having to do this online on my computer. Alright. I'm going to read, right now I'm going to read a portion of, the beginning portion of Rosy Cheeks. And basically, the heroine fulfills a schoolgirl fantasy. Is the schoolgirl. She's the schoolgirl. And she has a really hot, older teacher. Okay. Mr. Robertson sat at his desk typing on the keyboard, and he glanced at her. He immediately stilled. His eyes widened and his mouth dropped open a moment. He composed himself quickly and cleared his throat. "Miss McClay, this is an unexpected pleasure." Gabriel Robertson was an older man, yet the age gap made no difference to her. Vicky wanted him. Her breath caught at the sight of him, especially when she spotted him jogging in the morning. As a former Marine, he kept an exercise regimen to stay fit and strong. Watching his toned legs move with grace and power, she wanted to tackle him to the ground, but she opted for a few moments of self-pleasure instead to ease her sexual restlessness. He appeared very much like a straight-laced professor or an accountant, complete with dark-rimmed glasses and salt-and-pepper hair. Quiet by nature, he was viewed by the world as reserved and scholarly, but Vicky knew there was much more to Mr. Robertson than his academic facade. The quiet ones kept their kinky side well hidden. Beneath the starched Oxford shirt, nerdy glasses, and sensible shoes was a kinkster, a man who knew about bondage tape, nipple clamps, and Wartenberg wheels. "Am I disturbing you?" she asked, closing the door behind her with a soft click. He cleared his throat once again, obviously in an attempt to find composure. She lifted the lollipop to her mouth and licked the surface with a slow swipe of her tongue. He adjusted his tie. No, it's all right. What did you need?" She handed him her notebook. "I'm not entirely sure what to do with these problems." He read over her homework with a quick glance. "You didn't even try to work out these problems." "I was hoping you could help me. You know, be my personal tutor." A dark brow rose above his eye. "Is that why you come here dressed that way? To get tutoring with algebra?" She cocked her head, making her pigtails swing a little. "What's the matter with what I'm wearing? Don't you like it, Mr. Robertson?" He stood and towered over her. She licked the tip of her lollipop and then smiled. "Do you think you can tutor me one-on-one?" "Only if you are willing to learn." His voice sounded tight and controlled. She moved closer, brushing her satin-covered breasts against him. "I'm willing to learn whatever you want to teach me." He stared down at her face a moment, then nodded. "Good. Glad to hear that, because you've got a lot to learn. More than you think." "Oh?" She pressed even closer to his body. He stepped back and loosened his tie. "I suggest you behave yourself, Miss McClay. You're tempting me to teach you much more than algebra." She sighed. "Quite frankly, I'm not sure tutoring will help get my grades up." She moved to the desk and set down her textbook. "However, I'm willing to discuss a possible arrangement." "Such as?" "Well, I thought maybe if I give you something, then perhaps I could pass the class." "Give me something. Sounds like a bribe." "Oh no, not a bribe. More like a service." She lifted one leg onto the desk chair, giving him a generous view of her red lace panties. She reached down and ran her fingertips over her barely covered cleft. "Call it lip service, Mr. Robertson," she purred in a low, husky voice. I can't read anymore because it's illegal. No, I can't read anymore because it's like really hot. I mean, that's probably the most tame part of the book. It's really, really, really hot. It's really, really spanky. Yes, very, very good. I don't want to get X-rated, you know what I mean? No, what am I saying? I just don't want the video to be X-rated. I want the book to be totally X-rated. Triple X, if that's possible. Right? Yeah, it is possible. Yeah, it totally is. Yeah, totally am a lot happier today. Thank you. That's it for now. I'm going to see if I can't edit this video a little bit, and so it moves a little faster than 14 minutes. I will be back next week, and I'm pretty sure I'll be pretty happy. Yeah. Until then, this is Marianne LaCroix signing out.